I now call on a wonderful, brave, inspiring woman called Aunt Sophie Williams-De to come and address us.
Good morning, everybody. I also observe all protocol. Today we have once again come out in our numbers as we stand here to pay our last respects to a comrade and friend, Ahmed Kathrada, Kathy, as we so fondly call him. And he used to say there are two things in life that can never be avoided, and that is old age and death. And here we are today about to bury him. Over the past few days, many people have shared the qualities and the attributes of this great leader. And each of us in our own way felt every time that we get together and engage with him, we find this greatness in him and this comfort to be with him. We know about his commitment, which was already evident from the early days since when I met him. I met Comrade Kathy many years ago, in the early 50s, and I met him at a party. At a fundraising party for the first time is where I met him. And he couldn't dance. He had two left feet, but he loved dancing. And we remained friends from that time up till now. And we have shared many precious times together work-wise. And Comrade Kathy, with his special qualities of organizing, his skills in organizing, he assisted us when we were trying to build the Colored Congress. The Colored Congress wasn't a very strong Congress in Johannesburg. They were much stronger in Cape Town during that time. And Comrade Kathy, with his organizing skills, assisted the few of us that were in the Congress office in downtown Johannesburg, in a basement that was given to the Indian Congress of that time, where they could carry out their political work and whatever they had to do. And it is also in that office where the Indian High School was born, also through Kathy's efforts. So he had these many skills. And he had the ability to move around and engage with the giants of that time, which was Chief Albert Latuli, J.B. Marks, Morvi Kacharia, and he was far younger than them, but he was very easy in their company and they accepted him. And even during those days, I remember Kathy to have been outspoken, but when he even criticized or pointed out the wrongs or certain things that he was not comfortable with to them, he would do so in a respectful way. We all know Kathy to be a kind person. During the time that I was the organizer of the Colored Congress, there was very little funds that were given to us in the form of doing our organizing work, little money even to buy food. And his own kindness assisted in him speaking to Helen Joseph, the late Helen Joseph, and to the late Stanley Lawlen of the Colored Congress. And he organized that Helen Joseph should arrange with a lady who cooked in the canteen of the Medical Aid Society, that when they have done with their meals, they should keep a plate of food for me. And I would walk from West Street in Johannesburg right up to Jeppystown to wait for that food and bide my time when the ladies are out of the canteen. Then the auntie would call me to come and sit down to have my meals. But Kathy was aware that I should have a full meal for at least for a day. And that is part of the kindness and the qualities that I remember of Kathy. He was very instrumental also in the Women's March. It was during the organizing of the Women's March that he assisted with the Indian Youth Congress for the Indian ladies. He spoke to their husbands so that the husband wouldn't be so afraid for them to join the march. Yes. And that was what he did. In fact, he was already banned when he drove late Mrs. Kacharia and some of the ladies to the march. So Kathy was an all-rounder in so many things. In as much as he was banned, he was always trying to do his work in a clandestinely way as much as he could. Nobody knew that when he was banned, he was around the Congress of the People, hiding somewhere, but very aware of the presence and of what was going on. The other qualities that I remember of Kathy was the uniqueness of speaking, what they so famously call today truth to power. And even during those days, he wouldn't hesitate to come forward and speak this truth to power, whoever was in position of power in the Congress movement. Kathy lived at number 13, flat 13 Colbert House, 3rd floor. And flat 13 was the people's house. Everybody congregated there. When people came from another part of Johannesburg, the outlying districts of Johannesburg, they would make their way to Colbert House. We as the younger ones, we also found refuge in flat 13. Our political education took place at number 13 Colbert House. Yes, I was. Yes. When Chief Latuli, Dr. Dadu, Molvi Kachalia, and Yusuf Kachalia would come to us to discuss work and important issues, they would meet at Colbert House, discuss and to take decisions, and walk over to Market Street, and in that very basement they would take the decisions and explain to us all what it was that was decided upon. So these are some of the attributes of Kathy and many more, which I don't have any more time to share with you. But to say that to Barbara, I have already passed on my condolences and my families to you and the family of the Kathradas. And I want to say to you, Barbara, and the family, don't mourn Kathy. Remember him as you know him in life. Hold on to those memories. Remember those memories, those good years that you shared with him, and all the qualities that you can remember that you have passed on, and that the young people that you worked with and interacted with will remember that he inculcated to you all the good qualities, because he was quite aware that you, the young people, will have to carry out another struggle, a struggle of now. And so he has equipped you properly, politically. But you also stand in good stead to fight this another struggle or this other struggle, because you are educated and the resources will be there, and you will be much smarter to fight it digitally. Thank you very much.